How's it going, guys? RNG Life here, and today I have a pre-recorded duel for you of how to farm Arcana level 40 with the Unhappy Girl engine, basically. How to farm them with the Unhappy Girl deck. We are running, of course we're running the Unhappy Girls. We're running Union Attack in this build, so this is a Union Attack build. So, I'm going to go ahead and just show you his prizes real quick. He does have some pretty cool stuff, but I think the coolest might be that that Dark Magician Warlock guy that deals like 1,000 damage, and maybe that Arrows card. That Arrows card is actually pretty nice because it locks up your opponent. But let's go ahead. Let's show off exactly how to take on Arcana. Or Arcana. I cannot pronounce his name. At least I'm not calling him Pandora. But yeah, right here it's basics. It's very standard. Start off with Raime, set her, and let's see. And since this is pre-recorded, I'm trying to keep up with it and actually like let you guys know what was happening. It's kind of like a play-by-play. All right. So that is one thing he does. He double summons his double costume so he can bring out Dark Magician. We're gonna go ahead and watch his animation because it's pretty damn cool, man. All right. There's that like evil Dark Magician. Pretty similar, but very noticeably different. Oh, it looks so cool. All right. There's the evil Dark Magician. I don't know if Arcana can only get that animation with that specific Dark Magician, but he powered it up right there with Bound Wand, which would automatically get over your Labyrinth Builder build, basically. So it would not work with Labyrinth Builder right off the bat, or at least it can, but you have to be very, very careful because I don't know, that 3200 attack is scary. But yeah, Unhappy Girl. Fortunately, this does work. So we're gonna bring out Unhappy Girl, lock him down, and he can't do anything about it. Alright, so let's start off. And we do run quite a few traps to protect us. We run triple enchanted javelin, I believe. So since we do run that many enchanted javelins, it helps because sometimes he has that 3200 Dark Magician. He comes out of nowhere, and if you take 1,000 damage or pay 1,000 to activate that hieroglyph spell card, you can hold a lot of cards in hand. He will attack you. He will definitely attack you because he's gonna intend to game you in pretty much 1 or 2 turns. So you gotta be careful with that, and that's the reason why we run spells and trap, or at least the protection traps. We also run Security Orb because he does blow up your back row, and there he goes tributing. Good thing is that with Bound Wand, if he tributes, he doesn't get its effect to special summon it. But right now we are gonna add that last Unhappy Girl. So let's go ahead and do that, and we pretty much already have the optimal field set up. I mean, for the beginning of the game. We have what we need, which is basically double Unhappy Girl, so if he does 1,000 Knives one of them, we can still come back from it. So right now we're just clashing to get rid of our extra cards. We're gonna lock up his Dark Magician. Alright, and yeah, I was trying out different builds, but so far Unhappy Girl just seems to be the go-to because he does 1,000 knives, use 1,000 knives, and just kind of wrecks you. But I went ahead and set this card, Security Orb, which is a really good first card to set, because Security Orb is way better to run than Econ in this particular build because of this reason. Dark Magic attack wrecks it, and now you get to activate Security Orb to blow up one of his monsters. I chose Dark Magician in this case because I didn't see any point in really getting rid of Mystic Tomato. But yeah, he's just summoning more. But yeah, at this point, it's just stalling out, drawing. I think he eventually brings out another Dark Magician and just starts going off with all his cards. But I went ahead and used this. I think this was the deciding factor for him. As soon as my life points dropped to 3,000, he started getting a little bit more aggressive. So I think because he felt like he can actually OTK me with 2 attacks. So let's see. Yeah, here's his Legion. Alright, I think he powers it up later, but for now, so far so good. We got that Mystical Beast circuit. It's our kind of last engine because instead of running, I think what would I run before? I've run like several like fusion type builds or whatever. I'm running the Mystical Beast Circuit to bring out Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So I think that's a consistent build. And also, I think they had fixed it because before it wasn't working. But there goes my Enchanted Javelin, which is very, very necessary. I'm glad I drew that. So I went ahead and set it, and we're gonna lock down all of his monsters, which I don't know if that was a good idea. It's all right actually, because I was thinking because if I draw a Crystal Seer, I can he won't attack me, so I would have to flip and attack into him. But it's still no problem. But we are gonna go ahead and set those Enchanted Javelins. He's already used his Dark Magic attack, so he blew up our back row, so nothing to worry there. Now the only thing he has on us is those 1,000 Knives. So for now, we just keep the game up, keep locking up his stuff. He's passing turn pretty consistently. There's that Crystal Seer. I'm gonna go ahead and just set that thing. Oh yeah, I also had to check his grave because I didn't know if he had more than one dark, or like more than 2 Dark Magicians in the grave. Because I feel like he can tribute at any time. So that is the whole like gimmick here. Like we want to make sure that he can attack Crystal Seer, but I hadn't thought of just clashing Crystal Seer. But he probably doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't tribute yet, which is no problem. We do have max number of cards in hand, and I think at this point I'm considering how do I activate Crystal Seer. But I just went ahead and flip it, activate its effect myself. I'm probably gonna add Itaqua because I don't need another Crystal Seer, and especially with 3 cards left in deck. So I'm going to add Itaqua. I'm going to set it because you can always pop Itaqua at any time because that card is pretty live. Like you can always kind of use it to get rid of a card in your back row. And you don't need his monsters to be in attack or defense position. It's just basically to defend you. So I'm going to clash it just to get rid of it. I don't take damage, just pay his skill. And I'm going to pass turn. I think this is where he starts getting crazy right here. Yeah. Alright, there it is. And he's gonna get a search of some kind, so. And he gets to pretty much recycle his Dark Magician from the grave. So there's that. He has 4 cards left in deck. Then he goes for Bound Wand on Dark Magician to power it up. And this is what I'm talking about. He's at over 3,000. And he's got a 1,700. He has game right now if he attacks. He also 1,000 Knives to, like, he's going all out right now to kill me. And now he's going to go ahead and attack. At this point, I could have Windstorm of Itaqua, but I'm going to go ahead and enchant a Javelin by itself so I can survive the attack and also be under 4,000. Because I want to be, ideally, you want to be under his life points so you can get that come from behind victory or whatever. So we are 3,400, and next turn we can go ahead and start locking him up because we do have another Unhappy Girl in hand. So let's go ahead and, like, at this point I was pretty much thinking of it. What do I do? Alright, so we got Unhappy Girl that we are just pretty much going to summon because it doesn't matter. I was thinking about my last play. It is recommended to have 2 Unhappy Girls because you need to tribute one. And the other one you can have, like, locking down his stuff. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. What do you call it? We have these Unhappy Girls. Now we're just going to go ahead and lock down, since we do have 1 card left in deck. We're going to lock down his only other attackers so he doesn't decide to pull a fast one. And there we go. We need to double lock down Dark Magician because at this point I didn't know how many 1,000 Knives he was running. So if he's running more than 1, then he destroys my Unhappy Girl. He gets another attack. He goes for another Dark Magician. Like, he goes for any opportunity to bring out Dark Magician, I swear. Good thing he doesn't have any more Bound Wands, so he doesn't power it up and try to attack me anymore. There's that last card. So now we can go for our final, like, last move play involving Vassal. So we start off with Double Summon because it's a pretty safe card to use. I didn't want to mess up the order or anything. So we have Double Summon. I also realized that if I wanted to use, I think what was that card called? Mausoleum. I need to get rid of a card on my field, so I activate Windstorm. So I can just pop that and have 2 slots available. Now I can go ahead and activate Temple of the Kings. There you go, not Mausoleum of the Emperor, that's a different card. Temple of the Kings. So we go ahead and activate that. So now we can technically normal summon, I think his name is Circuit, Mystical Beast Circuit. and he won't die basically because he needs that thing on the field to be out on the field. So we tribute, we have him out, and now at any time we can activate it and bring out Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. We are going to bring out Gravekeeper's Vassal, and Gravekeeper's Vassal is going to be their main OTK thing, engine, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and power it up, or actually use that thing so it can attack directly. We go for Temple of the Kings. It can technically special summon a monster from our hand. We don't want to do that. We want to go for that Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon because it's so spicy. And now all we have left is just pop our union attacks, power up our Vassal, and rip our opponent, man. So we get the attack of both of these guys on the field. So even the Unhappy Girl is kind of lending some aid here, which I think was very necessary at the very end because of how much damage I can put out. 10,500. So that 500 extra helped a lot, and that does come from Unhappy Girl. So I do recommend having Unhappy Girl on your last turn, just because it helps you add up the damage. So in this build, you do need the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon for this one because it's the best way to accumulate damage. It's either that or you probably can try running like Riryoku or something to steal some of his life and add it to your monsters, which could help out. But let's go ahead and check out our score. I remember being slightly disappointed for my score because I got so close, and then 7,900, so close to 8K. All I need to do is run one more Glossy and I could have done it. And I don't know, I think, and this is my first attempt with this deck. I think this deck is really, like, it does function, it does work. You see, I'm emphasizing the Glossy. I'm like, oh, one more Glossy, I could have done it. But yeah, I think this deck is a viable deck. I definitely recommend using this Unhappy Girl build. I will be trying to make more builds not using Union Attack, because I know a lot of you don't have Union Attack. So possibly tomorrow I'm going to be making a farming build that doesn't rely on Union Attack. Alright, but that's pretty much it. Alright, but anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you guys!